Hello everyone and welcome to another comic book haul video. Today's going to be a longer form video. I have a lot of stuff that I've acquired over the last oh my gosh, it's been weeks. All right. I'm kind of going to mash stuff I found at the dollar store with something else because I just received two really, really cool things. So, yeah, let's get started with that. I'm just going to take a sip of coffee first. There we go. Nothing better than that. So, first up is Batman: The Return of Bruce Wayne. I got this one for $3 at the dollar store. Original price was $24 Canadian. And right off the bat, no pun intended, but you know, works out good. We've got this awesome image. There we go. Of Batman in kind of a noir type of outfit. Now, this documents what happens to Batman when Darkseid just kind of throws him across time. He lands among the cavemen. He becomes Batman in that era. See here, it's all actually really cool, and like there's this huge bat creature that they skinned, and that becomes his suit of armor, which is awesome. Let's see. Aha, here it is. This is him in bull costume, which is really cool. Hang on. Alright, moving on to this. Recently found my copy of Moon Lake, which I cannot ever speak too highly of. Like, this is an amazing book. If you can get the omnibus, do it. It's well worth a read. It's well worth the 30th read. It's great. It's this pulpy... It's for adults, by the way. It's got nudity in it and all that jazz. But... it's like... It's pulpy. It's schlocky. It's everything you love about weird-ass comics that you just find, right? Like, you ever go to your local comic shop and go like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go for anything I find that's strange, right? Like a copy of, God, what was the name of that thing? It was Ninja Cowboy Samurai, something like that. It was really weird. It was about a schizophrenic guy that was a secret agent, and all of his multiple personalities were employed as secret agents. Like, he had a ninja, he had a cowboy, he had like 5 or 6 different ones. It was a trip. Here you got like stories with Bigfoot, where he has to help 2 teenagers stop an invasion of rape monkeys. Like, it's fucked up. Like, I mean, look at this. Dude getting ripped apart by a grizzly bear. that later turns out to be a werebear. It's fucking amazing. Like, look at this. Look at this art. I'd get a tattoo of this. Like, this is beautiful. My God. This is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, you have the man in the moon that eats moon cheese and grays. Like the gray aliens, the stereotypical big head, black eyes aliens live in the moon in this series. It's fantastic. Oh my God, it's great. You've got oh shit, yeah. You've got the desensitized Deirdre. Meaning, like, this chick suffers. Holy crap. Her parents die in an accident. A car crash. Her house burns down. She catches her boyfriend getting fucked by a goat. And then she gets struck by lightning. And this is how she sees the world afterwards. Like, the world is sunshine, rainbows, stuffed animals, right? Like, the whole world is just that. And meanwhile, we get a peek at the actual real world where she's gutting people with scalpels and taking limbs with the medical saw and shit like that. Like, in her head, this is a pom-pom. Like, you can see that. Like, wow. It's fucked up. I love it. Yeah, she's got, like, she gets her hands on 2 katanas and just becomes this whirling engine of death. Right? Like, you got the guys, you got the Man in the Moon's origin story, which is absolutely fucking vile. You've got the Moon War. Like, apparently we've been waging war for decades, ever since, like, the moon landing with the Greys on the moon. And here comes... Wow, I can't show most of this. Let me see if I can show something, because a lot of it has titties. Here we go. Okay, so you got kind of a lich thing going on. This is Cave Girl and Z-Rex. Right, it's a whole bunch of, like, it's a tribe of cavemen that are beset by a horde of zombies. Like, this page is so badass, but I can't show it because titties. So, let me... Hang on. Let me try something. There we go. There you go. Bam! Like, this is badass. And yeah. Like, oh yeah, now you come to my favorite story, which is, it's like a whole ass book, but it's this guy that he apparently gets a time machine stuck in his stomach, and he's just hopping from one timeline to the next. Right, just just like messing things up, but also saving people. And like, there's an epic battle at the end with Cave Girl and Z-Rex on the moon, fighting the Greys. Like, it's fucking awesome. Oh, Desensitized Deirdre 2, which is just amazing. This is amazing. Just amazing stuff. This is by Dan Fogler, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, like I'd have to check it out, and don't take me at my word here, but oh yeah, you've got the recreation of the farmer. Yeah. Dan Fogler is the guy that played he played the Muggle in Fantastic Beasts. You know, the one where they switch briefcases in the bank. I think that's the guy. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I'll be right back. So, yes, I was indeed right. Dan Fogler, actor of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Yeah. I'm just on his like wiki page or something. Like they don't really mention the comic, which is weird. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Fogler's first graphic novel, the horror anthology Moon Lake. Okay. Yep. So I was right. So yeah. Dude's an actor. I think he did something with music. He's like all over the place. So fantastic book. Highly recommend it. Cannot recommend it enough. It's great. It's weird. It's freaking weird, and I love that about it. Just gonna take another little sip of coffee. Where would I be without coffee? Fucking nowhere. Just found this at the dollar store, actually. Crisis on Multiple Earths, Volume 2. Which I've read before, but it's kind of nice to own like a complete kind of thing. You know, it's your run-of-the-mill crisis, right? There's an overarching evil. All the heroes either assemble or are assembled, and then they fight the evil, which is, you know, it's formulaic as fuck, but hey, it works. So recommend it. Really, it's one of the classic comics. Now, this I am very fond of. I snatched this up because years ago I read the whole Goon run. I read it all. I believe there was maybe 100 or some odd comics when I stopped. This is Eric Powell's The Goon, Bunch of Old Crap, Omnibus, Volume 5. Because, why 5? Well, because it was the only one on the shelf. Easy as that, really. The art is fantastic, and because Eric Powell does it all himself, well, I mean, written and illustrated by Eric Powell. I mean, it's great stuff. It's straight from the source, right? It's pure. It's untainted by anyone else's hand. This is The Goon. Like, this is a straight, pure, uncut shot of the goon, right? Like you got this. Oh yeah, you got this whole thing is in Spanish. Like you have a whole story in Spanish. Thank God I speak a little bit of it. So yeah, no, you've got a ton of great. Oh yeah, this dude is just looking for his buddies, like his Marine buddies, and they're just dragging him from bar to bar, having drinks and drinks and drinks, and like after all of that trouble, the last bar they go to is the first bar they went to, and then the barkeep says, "Oh hey, is your name like whatever?" "Oh, your buddy left a note. He went back to base." Like, oh, you son of a bitch. Oh. It's really funny. It's like it's schlocky kind of horror, comedy, noir type thing. It's really freaking good. Like I cannot, like, this is the most highly suggested thing that I tell everyone to read whenever they ask me what my opinion on comics is. Read The Goon. Not the new run. Read the old run of The Goon. You will not regret it for 1 second. From cover to cover, you will love these books. So, next, we are going into some really, really heavy territory. So if you don't want to see me geek out and like, oh my god, 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 like, yeah, well, you're, first of all, you're on the wrong video, and second of all, fuck you, it's my channel. Kidding, but not really, it is my channel. Alright, so here we have 80 years. Now, if you'll remember my last video, I did the 80 years of the Joker. Now I got the combo 80 years of action comics and 80 years of detective comics. So, yeah. Oh my god, it's brilliant stuff. I have the first Superman issue. The famous, car over his head issue, which is amazing. I have so many great like their whole comics picked out from the best of the best of the 80 plus years, right? So you got Death in the Family for Batman and Death of the Family a little bit in there. You have Superman, like you have so many great stories of Superman. You have the first time he meets Brainiac. The creation of Bizarro. Like, everything is so fucking great in these books. I recommend them highly. And because I got, like, these are, I checked them out, like, I got them really early at a good price, but each one of these is like $60. I got them both for that price. Like $60. You have to spend $120 to get this. Like, what the hell? Thankfully, I got in early. So, really not regretting this. Like, I own a lot of Batman stories. Like, a lot of Batman stories. Oh my god. So many Batman stories. Like, every single one has to do with the Joker. I love the Joker. Love him as a character. Love him as a villain. Best villain ever. Woohoo. But I would kill for a Two-Face centric graphic novel. I would kill for the Riddler to be the centerpiece of it, which is why I liked the Batman, the new movie. right? They didn't try to ham fist in the frickin' Joker again. Like, oh, look, for the, fourth, fifth time on screen? Anyways, if anyone has, like, a suggestion of graphic novels that don't involve the Joker, hell, at this point, I'd take Calendar Man. No, fuck it. I'd take Condiment King. Like, that's how desperate I am for a different Batman story. I have Nightfall, which is Bane, which is really excellent. I have the comics. I have the floppy. I have the single issues, and then I have the compilation, and I have the novelization, meaning actual book form with words. Yeah, I don't know why I got that. There's no pictures. It's not for me. If there aren't any pictures, me too dumb to read. Obviously, I'm kidding, but, you know. Anyways, pretty cool. It's all stories that we've all read before. There's nothing really new. But for a cool little compilation that you can put on your desk or in your library and say, ooh, look what I got. It's pretty cool. Also, I don't need to bring out my single issues anymore if I want to read something, which is a plus. Because those things are, oh my god, they're ancient. As ancient as I am. Ugh, I'm 30. Anyways, sip of coffee for confidence. Let's go. There we go. Nice little sip of coffee for confidence. Here we go. Alright, so next up is something that I've been meaning to get my hands on for quite some time. Now, my favorite... Oops, sorry. Got an orc that tried to run away. Oh no! I'm late for the warg! I know it's cringy. Shh. It's fine. That joke was for me. That's it. So, as I was saying, my favorite tabletop role-playing game is Call of Cthulhu. Favorite ever. My favorite to play, my favorite to keep for. The keeper is what we call the DM. The whole thing is Keeper of Arcane Lore, which I think outmatches Dungeon Master by like several orders of magnitude. Anyways, so favorite game is Call of Cthulhu. Now, Call of Cthulhu, you can do pretty much anything with it, right? It's a very adaptable system and game. You can run Call of Cthulhu into any horror movie you want, right? Friday the 13th, it works. Nightmare on Elm Street, it double works. Halloween, whatever, right? Whatever you want to run, you can run, because it's such a simple and adaptable system. Now, I've been meaning to get this, which is Delta Green. It basically transports your game of Call of Cthulhu into the X-Files, without you having to do all of the conversion and all of the work. You are an operative of Delta Green, which is a special team made up of not one organization, but hundreds. And they're all in little cells, right? So you get your orders, you get whatever, or you find it on your own, and you investigate it. They investigate primarily and only things related to the Cthulhu mythos. Now, if they find something weird and it's not related to that, they'll just bounce. They don't care. It's not about to end the world. I don't care. It's okay. Go on. Go play with your little Ouija board. I don't care. Oh, what's that? You have Côte de Gaulle, and you're raising the dead? Well, Sorry, I'm gonna have to take a flamethrower to you, your possessions, and anyone that's ever been in contact with you. Yeah, anyways, it's a really fun game. I'm about to run my first game of it with my wife and my cousin. Just prepping, giving them handouts, like what can you do on your turn and blah blah blah, because well, they have limited experience when it comes to tabletop, which is, hey, it's great. I love teaching, so there you go. Yeah, so let's dig in. So it comes in this really cool slipcase, which I'm holding upside down. I don't know if it catches on camera because it's a crappy camera, but it has all these markings on it, like it's a monolith or something. Like, it's awesome. All these alien scribblings and symbols. It's really cool. Now, it is a 2-book set. You have the Handler's Guide, because in Delta Green you're not called the Keeper anymore, you are the Handler, and the Agent's Handbook, which are the players. It's pretty much the same from there as Call of Cthulhu, but it has a couple little things that are tweaked, right? Like, you have a breaking point now, which is your sanity, I think, minus your power. That's your breaking point. If your sanity reaches that breaking point, you get like what was called a phobia in Call of Cthulhu. Now it's called I think a mania or something like that, which is actually a pretty inventive thing to do. I might actually adapt that into Call of Cthulhu. I like it so much. Yeah, let's show off the weird third eye getting controlled by glowing tentacles guy on the front, and then the seafood buffet on the back. Yeah. And this is just like your normal, like, Bruce Willis in every single role he's ever played type of guy. And then you have this. Because not only are you fighting the forces of Cthulhu and the mythos, you're fighting each other. If one of you lets it slip that you're part of the organization known as Delta Green, if one of you mentions Delta Green, well, you become the objective. That's a nice way to say that we're going to have to put a bullet in your head. If you get captured, it's kind of like James Bond type thing, right? You get captured, we don't know you, we know nothing of you, and you've never existed to us. So, yeah. It's kind of like James Bond meets MacGyver, in a sense, because you have to be very aware of what you have as resources, because you're on your own. You don't have a budget. You don't have a corporation or a military force behind you to cover for collateral damage, right? It's either you pay out of pocket for that shit, you don't commit that shit, or you run away really, really fast after the action is done. A member of Delta Green gets no recognition. It's a thankless job. The best you can get at the end of this is retirement. And that is so extremely rare that they would actually be investigating you as an anomaly. As an anomalous, unnatural phenomenon. Like, it's either death or insanity or a mix of both. That's it. Like, that is what you have to look forward to. But it's altruistic in a sense that you are saving the world. in a way. You're basically postponing. The world is ending, right? The world, it's a foregone conclusion. The world is ending. You just don't want that shit to happen in your lifetime. That's all you're aiming for. Like, you're aiming for to kick the can a couple years down the road, right? So in that effort, you go after anything anomalous, as like a bloodhound goes after, its master's kill. It's actually pretty fun. From what I've read, I've never ran a game, but I've played Call of Cthulhu so much I can actually play it without the books. So, yay. Which is cool. I like when I can transition from one system to a familiar system. Right? Like transitioning from D&D to Pathfinder. It's similar. It's not the same, but it's similar. You get the idea of the different dice. You get the idea of, your modifiers, your stuff like that. I like this just as much as that. It's almost seamless of a change. Except, you can't really have some random tweed jacket wearing professor in among secret agent operatives and shit like that. It's like, yes, I'm 007. I can get the mission done with extreme class and, stuff like that. I'm trained in 50,000 different ways to kill a man. Then you have the Navy SEAL roided out, just like, Semper Fi, woo! Then you have, Professor whatever the hell his name is, just, oh God, what am I doing here? It makes for a fun game, but it's like, that player's gonna suffer. And I love it. But actually, I always ask myself this one thing, like, do you still want to be friends with this person after the game is over? If yes, fudge a couple rolls, let him feel like a badass a couple times, and there you go. If not, well, oh, prepare yourself for martyrdom. Just like Jesus, you will be dying for all of your teammates' sins. Holy are the beans that sustain me. Oof. Anyways, so yeah, enough rambling from me. Just thought I'd have a little chat. A cool little, looky what I got kind of video. And this is not going to be like, as far apart as they are now. I'm going to try to upload on a more, like, stringent, not every day, maybe not even every week, but you are going to get a video. I'm going to try for every 2 weeks. I'm currently on a mixture of different medicines to treat depression, to treat a severe anxiety disorder. But doing these videos actually helps. Helps a lot. Just talking, right? Just talking about nothing helps. Like, just knowing that even if it's just like one person or two people listening is enough to make me feel like, oh, everything's going to get better. Everything's going to be okay. Anyways, I have good days and I have bad days, just like everybody else. Just like everybody else, I have to deal with them. Wish I didn't. But all men who see dark days wish they weren't seeing them. Now I'm paraphrasing something Gandalf said, because among all of my other nerdly obsessions, yes, I love The Lord of the Rings. Yes, I finally did manage to read the whole Silmarillion. I'm on to the Children of Hurin, and then Beren and Luthien. So, yeah, I love these stories. It's just too bad that, well, the death of my other channel kind of took the get out of my giddy up, if you know what I mean. It took the momentum away from my train. But what are you gonna do? I mean, really, what can you do? I have no idea what you can do. Other than, restarting and hoping against hope that everything works out for the best. Which is, it often doesn't, don't get me wrong. But I'd rather shoot 1,000 air balls. I would rather throw 100 million misses or fumbles or whatever. I'd rather land on my ass an infinite amount of time rather than never try at all. Because not trying is not moving forward, and not moving forward is fucking death. That's all it is. It's as simple as that. Not moving forward is akin to death. It's stagnation, either of the body or of the soul. And it's not good for you. It's just not good for you. And it took me a long time to figure that out. Because I thought I was content. I thought I was happy in my little hole, never talking to anybody, never interacting with anyone. Like, I hate people. Blah, meh, meh, meh. Even if I hate people as a collective, on a case-by-case basis, people are alright. You meet a couple assholes, fuck 'em. You meet a couple really nice people, great. It's the thing about life. It's a mixed bag of shitballs and M&Ms. You just don't close your eyes when grabbing a handful and you'll be alright. Be very aware of who you interact with. Even if you don't want to admit that that person is a bullshit person, do yourself a favor and put yourself together, right? Like, Jesus Christ, give your balls a tug, goddammit. Be a man and fix your shit. Yeah, no. Nothing that, I'm not gonna leave you on that note. Like, come on. Grab the knife by the blade. Be a man. No. Look, we all get bamboozled. We all get taken advantage of. We all trust people that we shouldn't have trusted. Get over it and move on. That's all you can do. Don't dwell on it. It's just gonna hurt you. It's just gonna affect the way you go forward. And you need to go forward, and that's it. Like, that's that. It's going to affect every relationship you ever have in the future, and that's not a good way to cope with it. That's letting them win. Yes, there might be a little bit of rum in my coffee. Shh. Shut up. Well, oh God, is it Wednesday? It's okay. It's Thursday morning. Getting drunk on a Thursday morning. Who says I don't have good coping mechanisms? Come on. Psst. I'm the picture of mental health here. The picture of it. I say the picture because it's heavily photoshopped and not fucking real. Anyways, that's where I'm going to leave it before I start rambling. More than I usually do. You know, talking your ear off. So, y'all take care. And as always, be careful out there.